right. What about now? Is that too loud? No, don't sound too loud. If it's too loud, just let me know. All right. What about now? Is that too loud? We will just adjust it as we go. How was everyone's trading today? Dude, I had a banger 50-point trade this evening that I held for like an hour and 15 minutes. It was insane. I was trying to go back and rewatch it. Here's the video here. Unfortunately, I had to leave, and when I came back, it was a total. It took an hour. I want to say 14 or 16 minutes to hit my profit. See, I wasn't here to adjust the screen, so we're at 40 points now. Like I said, we held this thing forever. We were using this 535 as our stop loss. But this was the trade that I entered shortly after I quit streaming this morning. Like I said, we had to run a quick errand, and when I came back, it already hit, and I was out. $35, $35, $35. So if you're just joining us, we got about 10 minutes for the market open. I was just sharing this trade that we took after we got off the stream this morning. We were waiting for all of our EMAs to kind of be below the 535 here. Time I came back in here, it got down a little farther than I wanted because we had about, I don't know, 15 to 20 point stop loss, but we were shooting for a total of 50 points. Okay, there's the 50 points. Then we took another little small 10-point winner here off of the 535 here this evening around 3:15, just for 10 points, a little 10-point bounce. I never did get a funded trade set up today. The setup never happened because most of the time what it is, we've been taking the bounces for the funded off of the pretty much off yesterday's close or today's open. So that's what I was looking for our funded trade today, but we never got back there. I think the closest we pulled back today was that one short I was in at the 80 here, or 79. So So we're going to try to take the same type trade we took yesterday, which is the 5-minute inside bar candle. I see Pine Tree trading this a lot, and I also see Methodical Man trade this a lot. The only thing is, it's usually a lot better whenever it makes a short, not a short, but a break of structure, or, you know, up or down. You want to see it break a low, then create the Romney candle for the inside bar break. I feel like that's the best of two worlds there. How was everyone's trading this evening? Did you guys struggle today? Because it was definitely a tough day of trading. This morning session was so whippy. A lot of wicks today. Not a lot of good follow through. So I want to say most of the morning we only traded within like a 30 or 40 point range. Let's see. I was looking for a good little thing. I don't think Myth is muted. Woo. What is that? Thank you guys all for tuning in this evening. I've been trying to wear these blue light glasses so I don't end up messing up my eyes, because I do stare at the computer screen a lot. And that's something new, because during most of my 20s and 30s I definitely did not stare at computer screens this much, but now it's pretty regularly. This morning was a okay trading day, but we did. What? Looks like a Coke can sucker. What? Dirty methodical man's always lurking. Oh, dirty, dirty, dirty. Come on, man. This is a PG lobby, man. We keep it clean over here. pretty soon we're going to have to get written permission slips to make sure it's okay with the wives and the mothers that you guys are allowed to be in these dirty lobbies with Methodical Man. Jim, how was your trading today? Man, I had I stayed in a trade for an hour and 20 minutes after I got off the stream this morning. I don't know. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see. Did I close it? I might have closed it already. So I took this. We're about to be open. I ain't got time, but yeah, this trade lasted an hour and 13 minutes, 16 minutes. Oh, okay. Let me close this out. We're about to open. Oh, put it on the 5 minutes here. So, because we're going to probably take the 5-minute opening inside range. La, la. Gonna have to wait a few minutes. Kind of have to wait till maybe we get a few 5-minute candles here. All right, there's the. I don't know. Didn't know what would happen at this this level here. This was what we did take a little 10-point win today at their close. We for like 2 contracts for 10 points. We still got that daily gap down there in the 750s. We never did get down there today. And we got today's open and close sitting there at 65.66. Yeah, I want to see the 66, 65 hold. There's a retest. Oh. Ooh. Might just be taking out this wick. Ooh, what a nice looking candle that was. That was just way too bullish for me to jump in. Got a new 5-minute candle. Now let's see if this 5-minute candle can push back here and retest the 66, 68. If it can, we may try to take a trade off of today's open and close there at 68, 66 if it holds. Damn. Do we got equal highs sitting up there? Let me make sure we got equal highs sitting up there from... No, I don't see. I mean, close, but... Remember, guys, no hurries. I think there's plenty of time. We got the whole hour. Usually we got decent movement between 5 and 6. Most of the time. So if we do hop in there, the today's open and close will be our line in the sand for stop loss. I mean, it looks like we're creating a nice little bull flag here. Damn it. Hope it, man. I couldn't pull the trigger on that one. I wanted to see it pull back and hit the 67. It's going to go without us, guys. Damn it. It just broke that little bear flag there. We had the flag drawn in, but I was hoping for a deeper pullback. I thought that was going to be a little fake out, but it didn't. It just went straight through. Oh, it did me dirty. Oh, goodness. Maybe we can still get the pullback. Maybe that was a fake out. It wouldn't have been quite, well, yeah. You would have got long. That would have been 10 points. So it would have at least paid you 10 points. Yeah, you wanted to get long as soon as it broke this wick here. If you play these bear flag or bull flag breakouts. So we missed the bull flag breakout here. Like I said, I had the impression that we may push back to the 66, 65 before we took that, and we did not. Man, is it just going to be one flag after another and just break out? Hopefully we get an inside 5-minute bar candle. Then we'll just take the breakout for whatever way the 5-minute goes. So if this candle here prints inside this 5 minutes, we'll either go long or short depending on which way the next candle breaks. We still have all-time highs up there at the 920s, 9 something. I'm not sure. Whatever the all-time highs are at. Yeah, I mean, I would love to have a big pullback Ponzi all the way back to the 750s. That would clear in that opening week gap. We have that weekly gap sitting at 750. We still got 2 minutes left on this 5-minute candle. All right, we got 1 minute left, guys. 1 minute left. We're waiting on the print of the 5-minute candle. Yeah, it was definitely a tough day today, Jim. Definitely no good follow through. Let's see here. Got 10 seconds left on this candle. So it looks like we're going to have an inside print on the 5-minute candle. Yeah, 34 is yesterday's highs. Huh. We can sell below this gap here, hit these 72s. We may go to break even at the 72. I don't know if I want to shoot for 5 points for this first one. And just leave the big, see how far the runner goes. So what we can do is if it gets too far back above our break-even spot, we'll just sell one contract. And this way we're only in it for one contract. If it pushed back deeper, and maybe we can get a better entry. Because we could pull back to clear out this gap here, back to 80. Then we can always re-add, like I said. All right. So we could not break this fair value gap here. Let me see where my stop loss is. So it don't need to really get back above 85. Let's see if this 80 is going to hold. Ooh. It does. Yeah, if you guys are listening to Methodical Man, he said on the 5 minute looks like a bull flag, which it does. We printed above this gap. We're only in this trade for 3 points at the moment. We're going to take some of the risk off. Right now, we're just in this trade for 4 points. So what is that? 4 times 4 is what? $16, I think. Yeah. So we can always find another entry. Like I said, we were either looking for this to go down or not. We just could not move on down like I was hoping we would. We're still just kind of stuck within this range here. We had the inside bar print on the 5 minute, but we just basically pushed out of the range, but we've been pretty much back in it again. That was a pretty insane wiki candle. Boy, the Bulls are just not letting the Bears have it today, man. Let's see where we're at as far as Yeah, so we're only down 16 bucks. We're up a total of $540 overall in this account. I think if I had my stop loss put in the right place, I don't think we would have got hit because my stop loss was supposed to have been at 85 if you were playing that inside bar. So we're back out of that range from that previous range that we shorted here at the 77s. I look like Tanya Trades. I couldn't even tell you what Tanya Trades looks like, man. I've heard of her before, but I've never really watched her. Maybe, do we? That's what happens when you don't really have your stop loss where it needs to be. Stop loss should have been here at 85 at the top. If you look at the 5-minute here, so it was supposed to be back at the top of the inside candle. We'll see what happens when we get to today's open and yesterday's close here at the 65.66. Ooh, I gotta sneeze. Sorry. I'll have to look at the Tanya Trades lady. I know I've heard someone mention her name before, but like I said, I've never seen her stream. I know she does like ICT type trading, if I'm not mistaken. Uh, we'll make sure tomorrow and make sure I have our stop loss in the right place. Plus, we got all this down here. Got a lot of equal lows sent down at the 58s. Man, these the Bears have had to fight all the way down today. It's just like no matter what kind of pullback we get, it's just getting bought up. Whew. Is that lady still there? Ponzi, Janet Yellen. I haven't heard her name in a while. Oof. Do we get caught on this 5-minute trade too? I don't know. Oh, there's some guy named Scott something is the replaced her. Oh, okay. I don't follow that stuff. I thought it was. I've heard you mention that Janet Yellen lady a lot. I just thought maybe that was like a permanent job they got to keep till like they die or something. Oh, excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. Man, can't stop sneezing. Sorry. Oh, goodness. Oh, okay. So usually they do it for about 10 years. I mean, I've heard of that Janet lady's name for a long time. I just haven't really kept up with it. Goodness. Goodness, I cannot stop. Mm. Hopefully 73 holds. Stop loss needs to be at 68 at the bottom of that candle. There we go. So We'll be in this for 10 points for, what is that, $40? If we take a loss here. Man, I think I just heard Methodical Man say he's going full port if he takes a L. So that trade there was taken off the 5-minute Romney candle. So what it is, you got a body that prints in between this one. Like I said, I don't find these as strong unless they make a new low. So it would have had to like make this low, then create a Romney candle, but it didn't do that. Oh, okay. The Jerome Powell is different. I know he's been there for a long time, it seems like. Looks like we're going to lose another 40 bucks here. I'll show you what we're red. So here's the account here. All right, so we're going to be total of down to 53 bucks at the moment. So we're, like I said, we're keeping our losses fairly small. This way it's not like too devastating if we take a few small losses. Did Methodical Man full port, guys? Anybody else? Uh-oh. Did my internet go out? I'm not really sure what happened there, guys. I don't know if my internet went out or what. There's the yesterday's open finally. Man, I hear some of these other guys on other streams, they're down bukus. I think they're one in with minis. I'm not going to trade over heavy in the 5 o'clock. I just don't really see the point. Just because you get down, it's really hard to get your profit back if you get into the hole. So it's just best. To me, whenever I'm thinking of like when I'm trading the at the market, it's just looking for small little gains and, you know, just to add to tomorrow's gains. That's like my goal when I'm trading this like 5 to 6, 5 to 7 time frame. Oh, sounds like Methodical Man wants to get short again. I wouldn't be interested in the short again unless we broke below the 66, 65 level. All right, we're about to have a new 5-minute candle. I wonder if this is going to be like a nice little continuance of the bull flag. I don't know. I done got fooled by the bull flag once already. All right, guys, I can tell you how I messed up this trade for my short. So basically what we were doing, we were shorting the inside 5-minute candle. This is the levels here that I had marked out. I got short when it broke 78. So what I did wrong is I didn't have my stop loss up at 85. I had my stop loss like right here at the top of this candle. And this one wicked us out. And that's how I messed up this trade. So that's how we messed up our original entry. That's what I did wrong on the last one. Not having my stop loss where it needed to be. Oh, I couldn't help myself, guys. I couldn't help it. Oh, goodness. I know. I've been ready for the deep pullback myself, Ponzi. But I don't want to keep shorting since we've just been going straight up. So, and I done missed my short entry. My short entry should have been back up here at 78 where I got short the first time. Uh, uh, see, we're having another 5-minute Romney candle set up, and that's what this was. And man, it did not pay very well in that last round. Ponzi, how often are you making videos? Man, I don't know if my charts are freezing up or if it's just the ninja that's freezing up. Like I said, I won't consider another short unless we're below the 65, 66 here. Most of the time, we usually bounce a lot off the today's open and yesterday's close. So there's no reason to short into this level here. And if we can get below this level, you can look to probably run that wick at 57. So might only have about 8 points or so, maybe 9 points before it bounces again. Then there's another wick down there. It's 52. And it looks like well, those equal lows have already been ran. Let's see. Okay, so you're playing some music, guitar on your streams most of the time. I know a lot of times your stream just randomly pops up. I know I've seen you on TikTok before and probably YouTube, I think. I mean, I know the TikTok stream pops up. Like I said, I'm not interested in the short unless we get back below 65, 66 and trade back up into it. There's yesterday's close at 65. There's your bounce off yesterday's close. As you can see, that's why I said I would not consider short unless we're below 65, 66. All right, so we are breaking that 66 or 66, 65 here. Is that a new candle? 5-minute candle? Yeah. $66 will be my line in the sand here. This way we're not risking a lot, because if it's getting back above today's open, it's probably going back up. So this way we're only in this trade for a few points if we're going to use 66 as our line in the sand. So here's the 66. Oh, damn it. See, it got back above that 66. Move this so I don't get wicked out. Like I said, you got to have the 66 hold. Nah. Right now, we are in the red about $60. We got 1 minute left on this 5-minute candle. I'm hoping we see a lot of red on this next 5-minute candle. We got about 50 seconds left on the candle. Oh, come on. What sucks is it's actually at a pretty nice little bounce area too, if you like to play that 555 EMA. Shit, it could bounce up 10 points up from here. See, I don't usually with this type of candle, a lot of times you'll get like a 5 or 10 point pullback. I'm hoping that this 60 today's open holds. Let's see if we get it, because that's your 5 EMA. I mean, not 5 EMA, 535 EMA. This at the 58s. Bishop's another lobby saying 841. Unfortunately, we're still red, 32 bucks. Ooh. I was trying to see if we can find a spot to trade to. Like I said, you could have took this short here at 66, 65 and had a very, very tight stop loss without risking a lot of money to take that trade. And this is because it's at today's open and yesterday's close. When they're stacked on top of each other like this, you definitely get a lot of liquidity here. These are the trades that I've been taking on a lot of my funded accounts. So my funded trade that I was looking for today was all the way back down at 750, which never happened. So I never did get a funded trade today. That's pretty wild. Unfortunately, we paper handed our first entry. Our original entry should have been back up at 68. So we paper handed the first one. We moved our stop loss And I can break down the trade for you on this 5-minute candle because it's taken off the 5-minute. So what we did is we waited for the first 5-minute inside candle. So this is where I made my mistake earlier. I got short here at 68 or right in the 70, 74. So this is my first short entry here. And so what I did is once we started breaking down, I thought once I saw the body breakdown, we wigged back up here and I had my stop loss sitting at the top of this candle. And it should have been here at 85. And so that's how I got stopped out on the first original short. Whew. So we're still in this trade for 3 points, which only accumulates to $6. We're still in the red a little bit by 38 bucks on this account from this evening. $66 is kind of the line in the sand here. I may even do a risk a little more, put it up to 70. Really do not want to lose the 65, 66 levels. Ooh, this might be going. Damn it. All right, so our runner may get stopped out here. All right, so we may be closing this one out then because, like I said, the 66, 65 is kind of my line in the sand. We're still trying to push above it. We still got the 5-minute just kind of wicking above it. So I'm hoping that's all we get, is a wick above it before we push back down. Yeah, that looks pretty bullish. This 5-minute candle. I mean, that's a big, nice green candle. We got 50 seconds left on this candle. If this 5-minute prints above 65, we'll close the trade. All right, we're going to take our risk off. So we're just in this trade for 3 points now. So this way, if it just comes back and stops us out, we're only losing $6 more from our total red. Okay, good. That was just a big, nasty 5-minute all wick candle. Whew, I'm glad we were able to hold on, guys. Wasn't sure. All right, we're just going to go to break even. This way, if it just... Actually, no, we'll just keep it at 1 point. So $2. If we lose the trade, we're out $2. It'd be nice to get like a 100-point move here. Like I said, we still have the weekly gap all the way down at the 750s. Let's see. Let's find it here. Yeah, it's back over there at the 750s. This right here was pretty much our low of the day, this 780. We took like a 50-point trade today. We held it for like an hour and something today. It was a, let's see if we can find it here. So I took this trade here at their stream this morning. It was basically around the 535 EMA. We had a 20-point stop loss. I held this trade for like an hour and 20 minutes before it hit our 50 points. We were targeting the 780s down there, and we got short around the 830s. But it took a long time. I mean, it was a lot of holding. I almost got caught right here. Luckily, I had my stop loss right above the opening range low. Was also at the 535 EMA there. And it missed our freaking take profit by 5 points. So I was worried. I thought I was going to get stopped out on this because I thought it would run whatever this news was or this wick was. So I thought I was going to get stopped out. But it ended up selling down and hitting our 50 points before we got... So we, like I said, we held this forever. It was about an hour and 20 minutes this evening. And I ended up, I had to run somewhere real quick. When I came back, it already hit my 50 point. So I didn't get to see it happen. Yeah, you can just see the 50 points up here disappear. So I think it took about an hour and 16 minutes. That is how slow the market was this evening. So that was the last trade of the day. And I actually entered that after I got off the stream because I wish I had a little bit better entry because I was trying to get it as close as I could to the 845 there. Yeah, I thought Ponzi, I thought we were going to get that weekly gap fill in from yesterday from that Sunday's open, but we didn't get there. And even right now, I'm not even sure which way we're going to go. I think we're actually still trapped in the 15-minute candle from yesterday. So this is your 15-minute range. If you like to play the 15-minute range, we took a nice little trade off the 15-minute range yesterday morning. So this was our initial 15-minute candle this morning. And that's kind of where we've been stuck at pretty much all day. And a lot of that has to do with this being non-farm payroll week. I don't know if anybody that trades non-farm payroll, it's usually pretty crappy price action. So if you're in my lobby, if you want to jump over to Methodical Man stream, I think he's doing a giveaway. Methodical Man, if you're in my lobby, what's your giveaway right now? I wasn't listening. I missed it. It's this stream here. If you want to run over there real quick and hit exclamation cash, I want to say he's giving away a take profit trader account, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so he's doing a 150K take profit account. So that's what you're in the raffle for. So, all right, one more time if you want to see his chat here. Let's see. If you do away with this, it's Methodical Man. There's the name. I don't know if you can see it there. All right, I'll put his thing in the chat here. This way, if you, all right, there you go. Woo. Like I said, as long as it's 66 holds, 65 holds, you should be good. I'm hoping it's just making a nice little 1 minute trend line for us to break down. This would be the ideal here. So if you're just joining our lobby, we have another streamer that we communicate with a lot, Methodical Man. I put his link in the chat if you're looking for a free take profit. What is it? Free. Let's see, we'll just put it in the lobby. Giveaway take profit trader. I think that's. I'm pretty sure it's take profit there. Yeah. All right, so it's a free take profit trader giveaway 150 in the chat. Just put in that's what you would put in the lobby to get registered. Explanation cash. Come on. Man, we need. All right. Unfortunately, I don't have the greatest entry. The better entry would have been up there around 70 from earlier, from that original 5-minute candle. Woof. So that was a nice bounce off of your 535 at the 58. We're still in this trade for about 4 points. Like I said, I feel comfortable holding the trade as long as the 65, 66 holds. Hopefully we don't get wicked out. Oh, excuse me. Ah. Let me see what the 5-minute looks like. Yeah, shoot. What it is, you do not want your 5-minute to print above here. And we got 1 minute left on our 5-minute candle. If the 5-minute prints above yesterday's open and close, we'll definitely be changing our bias here. All right, 20 seconds left on this 5-minute candle. And it looks, it's pretty close. So it looks like this 5 minutes going to probably close above the 65s. Nope, come on. Man, it's right at it too. So if you're just joining us, Methodical Man's doing a free Take Profit Trader giveaway. Just enter, here's this, I will share his trade, or I will share his stream here. If you want to go over there and just put an exclamation cash to be registered for a free account. Look at that 866. It's been a wall, guys. As long as that holds, we should be good. I just don't know how many more pushes we got left in us. You know, the more times it pushed, the less likely it's probably going to sell through and move up to the highs. The shorts have not really been paying very well. I mean, the shorts have been rough the last couple of days. The shorts have been just getting bought up just nonstop. Oh, my back. All right, guys, like I said, once again, if you're looking to enter in a, let me make sure he's still doing the giveaway here. Yep, he's still doing the giveaway. At least I think he is, unless I missed it. Yeah, like I said, I mean, I don't know how many pushes we're going to get. You know, the more pushes we hit, the less likely it's going to hold here, these 66. Because we done hit these, look how many times we've hit these in the last probably 25 minutes here. Actually, almost 45 minutes. We've been just pounding these levels for the last 45 minutes. So how was everybody's trading today? Was it pretty tough? I know this morning was pretty tough. It was because I like to trade breakouts with bull flags and bear flags, and this morning was super tough. There was no good follow through at all. So we had a lot of break even trades today. Man, it's like we're frozen. Hopefully it's not my charts that are froze up here. Damn. All right, what is that? Another new 5-minute candle? We're more likely going to sit here and just chop around until what? Probably 8 o'clock until the Asia Open. Maybe during the Asia Open we may get a little bit of volume. Oh yeah, energy, man. It was tough this morning. It was the same thing for myself. Luckily, most of my trades were break even because I just I went to break even fairly fast on a lot of trades this morning just because how choppy it was. I want to say my best trade came after lunch because I took about a 50-point short after lunch today, where I got short around the 830s and took it down. Literally, I got lucky enough and actually picked the bottom today, and that, I mean, I didn't plan it. I had no idea because I thought we would actually sell down to 750s, but my stop hit at 780. I did a walk away trade. I just put on a trade and walked away and just came back and got lucky and it hit. I wasn't managing it or anything. I just left it. So basically what I was doing is I was using the 535 EMA as kind of like my stop loss. And also it was sitting right at the opening range low. And we got short here right above the 50, right below the 50% move of the overall day. But like I said, I almost got wicked out. Luckily, I had my stop loss like luckily in a good spot because I could have got wicked out right here. And I'm not really sure what this was. I don't know if we had news because I came back in there and saw that. Then we had another one. This time it missed me by 5 points because I had my take profit all the way down at 380. So this, like I said, it took an hour and 20 minutes just to go 50 points today in the NQ. It took a while. I think it was right at hour and 16 minutes. Then it finally hit our 50 points. That was probably the only good trade I had today that didn't get wicked out. And even that one came close to getting wicked out, as you saw. I mean, it was just like that today. It was a very tough day to trade. So, like, most of the day, I kept all my stuff pretty... Yeah, that too. And plus, it's non-farm payroll week, Thursday. So, we got non-farm payroll this week, and that's always a tough week in non-farm payroll. And it's a holiday week. And we got Powell, I think, speaking pretty soon. So I've been I didn't take any funded trades today. I think I took some yesterday, but today I did not. Wait, what is today? Is today Monday? Yeah, so it's Tuesday. I done lost track of my days. I guess because I traded last night, so I kind of got lost. Like, what day is it? So, because I've been trying to do the openings a little bit more. I still struggle with this time frame. You know, I tell people that. I still struggle a little bit with it. Unfortunately, I paper handed my trade. Even this one, I paper handed. My original short was back up here at 874, somewhere up in this range on the 5 minutes. And I had my stop loss in a bad spot, and it stopped me out for break even or a few points. We're trying to hold this one all the way down to the 800 level. I don't know how long it's going to take. We may even just leave it and let it run because we're probably only going to be on the stream another 30 minutes, but we're shooting for the 810s because that's a liquidity area. If you kind of go back to this morning, that was the bottom of this range all morning between 30 and 10. So I'm hoping we rerun it again. Yesterday highs are not as good as far as a bounce goes. Not as good as today's open and yesterday's close. If you're looking for a nice bouncing resistant area, I love taking trades out of this area here. That's like one of my favorite places to take trades out of. Especially if you can get a good entry and just be right above it so you don't have to risk as many points. These are the type trades I look for on my funded accounts during the New York session. Yeah, that's what I do most of the time. I trade that tile on my evals. I trade a lot of bull flag breakouts on evals. That's how I was getting stopped out this morning myself, Energy, because I was, most of my breakouts were only going 8 or 9 points. And so that's why I was taking on a lot of break-even trades. Yeah, that's pretty much what I do too. Not as much on fundeds, but definitely eval trading. Because I trade different with the valuations than I do funded. Because I take a lot more riskier trades with my evals. But I usually let whoever's watching know that. Like, hey, this is not a setup, or this is probably, I don't really know what the win percentage of the setup is. So a lot of times I do like a lot of the bear flag, bull flag breakouts with evals, or we do the 15-minute opening range a lot. Well, how I use the 5 minutes, this is how I usually use the 5 minutes with the today's open and close. I wait for a 5 minute to print, then a 5 minute to retest that area. As you can see, the 5 minutes then retested at an area, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times already. I don't know how many more times it got before it pushes. I don't know. We could get stopped out just for like a little small loss here if it pulls back up and stops us out for the 4 points. We're trying to hold it for the long run, the long haul on this one, but we'll have to just see what happens. It really hasn't been going that well for the bears the last couple of days. I mean, it's been all bull since last week. Yeah, for my funded trade today, I wanted to take a bounce out of this area here from yesterday's open close. So, and hopefully tomorrow we get it, or maybe it happens overnight and we miss it. So the 751 to 750 is yesterday's open and low and yesterday's close. So somewhere in this area, I just feel like we're going to get a nice bounce. And also, we have a opening week gap sitting there too. See, let's see. Oh, it's just a little bitty old gap. Yeah. All right, let's see. So this is the area I was looking to take my funded trade today, but we just never got back down there. So we never got a funded trade today. Woo. Little 5 minute Romney bull candle there. Hey, Energy, I'm not sure if Methodical Man's given away that account yet, but you can go over there and register in Methodical Man's lobbies. He's giving away a free take profit 150K this evening. Just go over there and put exclamation cash in his lobby. But I think you have to be subscribed for 1 minute if you're not subscribed already. But this is what his lobby looks like here. So he's doing a free 150K take profit. All right, so you don't have very much longer. He said as soon as this trade's over, he's going to pick a winner. So you have to wait a minute before you can, put in the chat. But I think you got time. These 5 minutes are kind of a slow workout if you hop over there before it. And I got his link right here in the chat too. So you just click on that link, go over there, hit the subscribe, put exclamation cash, and you can register for a free account. All right, so it looks like that 5 minute Romney candle worked out. So these are the 5 minute Romney candles here. So what you're doing is you're looking for the inside bar or body to print inside this with the wick past it. Then you get long pretty much as soon as this next candle breaks the body. That's what some of those other guys, that's kind of similar to what we were trading whenever we took our short up here. Oh, sounds like you already gave it away. Oh, okay, that stopped us out. Woo, that 5 minute Romney candle paid right there, guys. So we're still in the red, 50 bucks on our account, but overall we're up $500. And this is Bulldogs accounts, and for our fundeds we're up $730. So that's kind of where the Bewley accounts are sitting. The only one that's funded on here is the Bewley, and our other funded accounts are with Apex. We have 5 funded with Apex. Yeah, let's see what time Papa Powell speaks tomorrow. Uh-oh. Sorry about that. Looks like Canada has a holiday tomorrow, plus Hong Kong. For anybody that's in Canada. All right, so we do have PMI numbers tomorrow. Okay, so Fed Chair Powell speaks at 9:30 in the morning. So right there at the opening, that kind of sucks for him to do that at the opening. And we also have PMI. So we do have some 3-star news tomorrow. So it should have some nice movement. But today didn't offer a lot. So that was probably going to be my last trade of the night. I don't know if we're going to enter anymore because it's probably going to start consolidating pretty soon until the Asia market opens. Oh, you only trade your live account. Okay, I missed that part there, Energy. Yeah. I have a live account that we want to start trading. We just haven't done it yet because I'm just not sure. I want to make sure when I start trading it, it's something that I really want to. We put about $800 in our live account, $850. And that was with Trade of 8. I need to figure out how to trade on my live account on Ninja. Because I really haven't traded on Trade of 8 in forever. But I think Methodical Man, he's talked about a little bit. Hopefully I'll get on there and he'll show me how to fix it. Like I said, guys, I'm pretty sure it's just going to probably sit here and just kind of consolidate or have a nice slow grind higher and higher. If for some reason you are in a long, you have a nice all-time high target sitting up here. What, 915s? I want to say that's like all-time high sitting at 934. But you may have to wait until probably the Asia market before it gets that push. Energy, are you still in here? So you only take your trades on the 5 minutes? Oh, goodness. Whew. That's true. All right, guys. Thank everybody for tuning in. Like I said, I'm not going to take any more trades because like I said, more than likely it's going to sit here and just grind until the Asia market opens. And that opens at 8 o'clock. And so usually what happens, I'm not saying that's going to happen tonight, but most of the time, like I'll show you in Trading View real quick. Let's see. Let's see. If you kind of go back, so if you got Trading View, you can put like all-time highs and stuff like what that market did. So as you can see, usually in the Asia market, it's just a nice grind. So that's why, most time you don't get very much movement. And it was the same way in the Asia and London last night. So it was definitely a all consolidation day in every single market today. So here was Thursday night, as you can see. So as soon as it hits that 7 o'clock, you may get a little bump, but then after that, for most part, you'll just get this type of price action where it's just grind sideways. Here again, so here's the 8 o'clock. Nope, 8 o'clock. Here it is, 8 o'clock. You get this little bump, then it's just grinds. And that's an indicator that you can grab on Trading View here if you like to just see what the different sessions you do. The New York session is usually broke down into 3 different areas. You got the New York AM session, the lunch session, and the PM session, which for some reason I think I clicked a different one. So, because This one to me is not as nice as the one I had. I'm not really sure where that was. So we'll have to go back and find it. Let's see. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and everyone have a good evening. So these are kind of the results that we had from trading this evening. We're in the red, $50. So like I said, we were keeping our losses fairly small just in case. You do not want to lose a bunch in this like time of the day, because it's extremely hard to get it back because you just don't have the volume to get it back. So usually what I've been doing whenever I trade the at the markets, or the slow time frame when the market first opens between that 6 and 8 o'clock. So my goal here is just to add just whatever I can get in green. Then this way we can add to it in the New York session. I don't ever go in like full heavy. I don't want to end up having to get back red tomorrow. So $50 is not going to be very hard to get in the New York session. So like I said, we're trading Bulinox and Apex at the moment. Right now with Bulinox, our funded account sitting at 730 and our eval is sitting at 500. And for Apex, a few of our accounts are in the red. I want to say these are all 25Ks. I don't guess it wants to connect. Oh, there it goes. So this count here is probably our closest to payout. We're sitting at 25,915. This account here, I've gone back and forth a lot. I've been within like one trade or $300 of payout. Then I'd take a loss or two, because usually it's just one trade and done. So that's how I've been trading these funded, just one and done. So if I take a loss, that's it. Put it away, trade it the next day or whenever the next time I see fit a nice setup. But these are where our accounts are sitting. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and we will be back for the New York session at 9 o'clock in the morning.